Today's topic is 7 top reasons for saving money. Have you ever wondered why you should save money, but you can't put your finger on it? Don't worry, my friend. I'm going to explain that to you. But first, welcome to YourVibe Media. This is a channel where we talk businesses, finances, and personal growth. Back to our today's topic, which is 7 top reasons for saving money. Number 1, you're saving for the down payment to purchase a home. For most adults, having their own home is a life dream. Saving for down payment is the first step in realizing that life dream. Think about the porch where you can relax in the evenings with a cup of tea, or where you can relax during the weekends. Think about that movie room you can build in your basement. Now let's go to the backyard. Think about that very beautiful landscape you can have at your backyard. Think about the pool or the cabana or your children's play section. You can also decide to plant a garden in your backyard. All these are some of the advantages of owning your own home. When you're saving for your down payment, the satisfaction you get in the journey of saving is as important as the satisfaction you get at the destination when you eventually purchase the home. For most people, they cannot afford to pay for the home outright. So we go to financial institutions and mortgage companies to get a mortgage. Now, the mortgage companies will want a commitment from you in form of a down payment. They want you to commit so that you cannot easily walk away from your commitment, which is the purchase of the home. Since many people cannot afford the down payment, which runs into, if it's your first home, between 3% or 5%. If it's your second or third home, you're looking at 20% down payment. Since most people cannot afford this, the best route is to save money. When you look at the percentages you have to put down, it runs into thousands of dollars. Save the money and sit on the sideline with a purpose until you can afford to pay down payment for a home. Number 2 is saving for your education or saving to acquire a new skill. Warren Buffett says the best investment you can make is to invest in yourself. Why? Nobody can take it away from you. Do you want to go back and finish your college education? Do you want to step up and get your master's? Do you want to step up and get your PhD? Or do you want to acquire an entirely brand new skill? I got my training in pharmacy. I'm a pharmacist. But a couple of years back, I decided I needed to acquire a new skill. And that was in cyber security. I was able to get job offers from Fortune 500 companies. So my friend, if you're earning below $50,000 a year. You can see if there's any new skill you can acquire. Save money for this and pay for it. Your new self will thank you for that. Number 3, paying for your kids or children's education. When we as parents pay for our children's education, we are like superheroes, foundation for a financial success for our kids. We are giving them a financial leap ahead in life, and they will be grateful for that. What happens is, most of the time when our kids are of age to go to college, we find out we did not have any savings. And then we also have our own financial burden to take care of. If it's possible, my dear, we can start saving through what is called 529 savings plan. Most states in the US offer that, except for Wyoming. So you can look into that and see if it's something your state offers, so you can take advantage of that and save money for your kids' education. It's the 529 savings plan, and it's also tax efficient. Number 4, paying down your debt. Do you have 10%? Do you have 15%? Do you have 20% interest on your credit cards? We need to pay that off. When we pay off our credit card debt, we acquire not only financial freedom, we acquire emotional freedom. There are two ways people use to pay off their debt. The first is the snowball method. With the snowball method, you pay off the lower balance first, or the lowest balance first of all your credit cards before the highest balance. This method gives you that satisfaction, that immediate satisfaction, that feeling of win, and propels you to take on the next card. The next strategy or method people use is the avalanche method. With this method, you pay off the higher interest rate first on all your credit cards before you tackle the lowest interest rate. The advantage of this method is that it helps you save more money, because remember, you started paying off the highest interest rate before the lowest interest rate. Number 5, create an emergency fund. Remember, emergencies will happen. It's not if it will happen, it is when it will happen. And when emergencies happen, you don't have the time to start saving for emergency because it's already there. You save for emergencies before they happen. How can you do that effectively? Save your first $2,000. And when you do that, celebrate it, because it's a milestone. It's not easy to save money. And then go further and save your 3 to 6 months living expenses. If your living expenses in a month is $5,000, you need to save between $15,000 and $30,000. Your first $2,000 you saved should be readily available to you. The $15,000 to $30,000 you save should be held in a high yield savings account. Why do you have to? Because most of the financial institutions can pay an upward of 5% interest on that money you saved. Number 6th reason for saving money is to save for that dream vacation. Do you want to go on a cruise? Do you want to visit South Beach, Miami? Do you want to go to Disney World? Do you want to stay at the Ritz or Ritz-Carlton? These require money, but you can save for that. That's the good thing. And remember, taking vacation is good for our health. It helps us to distress ourselves. You have to determine the logistics of your trip. Do you want to fly? If you want to fly, determine the cost of your round trip ticket. Do you want to go by road? You have to determine that your tires are in good shape. You have to service your car. You have to put money aside for the gas. Then you have to determine the cost of your accommodation when you get to where you're going. And if you're going to somewhere like Disney World, you have to pay for the ticket for you to enter into the theme park. They have theme parks, so you have to pay for you to enter in there. Number 7 is saving for your wedding. My friends, you can start saving for that wedding even before you meet your future spouse. And your future spouse will thank you for that. Imagine this conversation you're having with your future spouse, and you're like, honey, don't worry about the wedding expenses. I have the money already saved up. And you know what? We don't even have to wait because we have the money for the wedding. So we can fix the wedding and get it done sooner than you thought. Your future spouse is going to be really happy because they will know you look towards the future. You were able to save for a future endeavor. They will believe that you always have their back in that relationship. And for you making that offer, just think about how you'll be viewed in the relationship. Remember, for you to have a wedding, no matter how you try to cut down on the guest list, there are basic things you have to do for you to have a wedding. To have the wedding cake, you have to have a reception, you have to cater for the reception, you have to have fancy cars you use on the wedding day, you have to think about the bridal train, the wedding gown, and all that. That could run you into thousands of dollars. But with strategic planning, you already saved up money. You already took care of those. My dear friends, I think I was able to bring value to you with this video. The ball is now in your court, so let's play. Thank you so much for being part of today, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.